Evening, y'all. I am doing a video to check in tonight. One of the things I'm not very good at is being consistent. So this is my start of trying to be consistent. So if you saw my post earlier, you see that I have a deadline coming up, and this is really one of the first hard and fast deadlines I've had with a publisher. So I have approximately 57,000 words that I need to write over the next 5 weeks. So I've broken that down into about 3,000 words a day, 5 days a week for the next 5 weeks. So on good days that aren't busy, that I am motivated, that there aren't 1,000 things that I let distract me, no problem, 3,000 words. As you know, life rarely works that way, especially with a bunch of children at home. Even though they're older, we're still homeschooling, and there are days where I'm teaching for 5 or 6 hours, or grading papers, or preparing for a small group. So there's plenty of other distractions, but truly I have the time. So this is my attempt at being accountable. So I'm making myself accountable to you. And so today I started working, and it was really fun. It actually got me very excited. So I took the almost 13,000 words that I already have of this book and just reviewed them and just went back over it to get back in the story, to get back with the characters, to do any editing that needed to happen, which of course there's always typos with the first draft. So there were a few of those, but also just excited to be with these characters again. And so this isn't fresh writing, so I'm actually rewriting. This is my very first novel that I ever wrote. So it was originally written 10 years ago, and it's been under contract for a couple of years now, but I got a new editor this past spring, and she just looks at it differently than my old editor did, which we're collaborating, and I am thrilled with the way the story's going now. Not that it wasn't a good story before, but I think now it's going to be a great story. As a matter of fact, it was so much fun that when I got to the end of the revision, that part of the writing that was done, I was so disappointed because I want to see what's going to happen next. And you might think as an author, I always know what's going to happen next, but not always. Sometimes my characters lead me, sometimes it's work to come up with what's next, and this particular scene is a scene that I'm highly tweaking but really adding. I took bits and pieces of another scene and I'm recreating it in a whole new one. So this part of the writing is fresh, whereas a lot of the rest of the book will be just smaller revisions and using the, I wouldn't say original manuscript, but the manuscript that I've been working with my editor on. So here I am. I'm going to try to check in. Maybe not every day. We'll see. Like I said, I'm not good at being consistent, but I am going to try to write at least 5 days a week, 3,000 words. And somebody just joined me, so welcome. I don't have all my gadgets and gizmos on where I can see who you are, but I'm glad you're here. I'm just talking about my very first novel that I have due with all my revisions on December 1st. So I've been working on that and excited to get back in it, and excited to share with you the journey of writing. And so one of the things I would like to do when I do these updates is share one writing tip, because I know a lot of readers are also writers. So today's writing tip is, and I didn't think about this ahead of time, but eliminate unnecessary words. We'll go with that, because I caught several times, actually Word caught it for me, Microsoft Word, where I had all of. And so it said basically of is not necessary. It's not needed. So I took it out. And a lot of times the word that is included when you're writing sentences. And the rule of trade is if you can read the sentence without the word that and it still makes sense, then you take it out. So that is your writing tip for today, and I hope that you will join me through this journey as this novel gets finished in editing. And I'm sorry if I'm getting shaky. I'm holding with my right hand. And for those of you who know me, know I'm recovering from surgery. My hand is not quite up to strength yet. For those of you who don't, I had a spinal fusion surgery about 4.5 weeks ago, and my right arm was what was affected before surgery, so it hasn't quite gotten back up to strength yet, so I'm sorry for the shaking if it's there. And anyway, I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching.